Let's go.
What is up, YouTube? Adolf here, bringing another Pokemon Black 2 White 2 Showdown battle. And this is an NU match I had today against Aldstar, and since today is 420, I figured I would bring a Mono Grass type team to NU. Probably not the best idea in the world, seeing as he has 4 Pokemon on his team with stab super effective attacks against most of my guys, so I'm going to have to find a way to work around that. One thing I can do, though, is lead off with my Credilli instead of Stealth Rock first turn, as he leads with his Torterra. I know that the same 4 Pokemon that really threaten my team are all weak to Stealth Rock. He's just going to go for Light Screen with his Torterra, probably predicting Hidden Power Fire, which I do carry on my Credilli, but not going to go for it next turn, seeing as that screen's up. I'm going to go for Toxic. Figuring that he doesn't have all that much to do to me. This Credilli has no defense investment, but I don't think his Torterra has any attack investment either, and I'm max HP, and Credilli is really bulky, so I can just sit in here and recover up and let Toxic whittle away his HP. So he's going to go for one last Earthquake as I go for the safe recover, and here I'm going to predict him to either go for Earthquake one last time or to switch out, getting frustrated. So I'm going to go into my Jump Bluff, which outspeeds a lot of his team, and I figure I can put something to sleep with Sleep Powder. The one thing that I didn't account for was that he has a Magmar on his team, and one of the only reasons to run Magmar is for Vital Spirit. He predicts my Sleep Powder very nicely and switches in this Magmar, and it doesn't get put to sleep because of his ability, and this Jump Bluff has no business staying in the Magmar, so I'm going to U-turn out into my Credilli, thinking that I could tank a Fire-type move, but instead he just reveals he has Substitute, which, at this point, I was like, oh crap, like, I was hoping maybe to take a couple hits, maybe Toxic Stall him a bit, see how much Hidden Power Fires did, but instead he just goes for Substitute, and at this point, I thought he would go for Focus Blast. I was hoping he would. I was thinking that I could probably Encore him into it and then go from there, but that was a terrible misplay sending in my Jump Bluff at that point in time. It just gets murdered by Fire Blast, so I'm going to switch into my Ludicolo, break his sub with Hydro Pump as he goes for Focus Blast, which is a little strange. I figured, well, Fire Blast would probably do more, and it's more accurate, so that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump, trying to get his Magmar out of the way. He predicts that again and goes into his Jinx to get the Dry Skin, and all of that Stealth Rock damage goes away, and he's able to set up a sub as I switch out into Credilli. And at this point, I know I can break his sub with Hidden Power, but there's nothing I can do to prevent him from setting up a nasty plot, so something on my team is going to die from an Ice Beam, and I figure Credilli had done its job. It got Rocks up, so Credilli dies this turn. And I'm able to send in my Choice Scarf Reindeer, my Sawsbuck, and go for Double Edge and Revenge Kill his Jinx. So, good for me. He is able to send in his Torterra, though, and both of us know that I won't be able to kill him with the Double Edge from this range, so he's going to go for the Synthesis, and I'm going to switch out into my Ludicolo. And here my Ice Beam is incredibly obvious, but I'm just going to go for it, seeing as I don't have all that much to take on his Torterra now. He predicts that. He goes into his Beebrill to resist the Ice Beam, and here I make another really obvious play. I go for the Giga Drain, just trying to mitigate the Life Orb recoil a little bit. He sends in his Pinsir to resist that, and although it does a nice chunk, it means he can't switch in to 2 more rounds of Stealth Rock. It also means that his Pinsir's in basically for free, and it threatens everything on my team. The one thing that can handle it is his Choice Scarf Sawsbuck, which I send in and threaten him with the Double Edge, but he's going to be able to send in his Torterra and take that Double Edge really, really nicely. I'm going to be forced out, basically, into my Shiftry, which is basically my last hope of killing this Torterra. I carry Hidden Power Fire on my Shiftry, and I'm just going to go for it here instead of going for the Nasty Plot. I don't think that he has all that much to hit me, and he's just going to go for the Earthquake, and it does 29%. And here he's going to overpredict. I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain because I know it'll kill him. And I also want to, again, mitigate Life Orb recoil. So go for the Giga Drain on his Beebrill, and it does a hell of a lot. It kills him. So down goes Beebrill, but he's able to bring in this Pinsir again. And at this point I was like, damn, I wish I had Sucker Punch. I wish I was a physical version because this Pinsir is just able to go for X-Scissor and nothing on my team can switch into it. So he's able to kill off my Shiftry At this point, I have him trapped with my Sawsbuck. He can't switch into Stealth Rock again, but he also can't outspeed and kill my Sawsbuck. So at this point, I was just like, please, Mantine, be some strange variant, but no. Double Edge doesn't kill him. He's able to go for rest, and my last hope is to get in an Executor and Leech Seed stall everything on his team except for that Torterra, but I figure I can just pound him with Psychic. He Sleep Talks an Air Slash, which does a lot, but I'm a Harvest Executor, and I am able to get my Citrus Berry up. This Executor is a really annoying set, but he plays it very nicely. He knows I'll go for Protect on this turn. It's the safest move, just to rack up Leech Seed damage, and he's able to get his Magmar in for free. And at this point, I've just lost the game. His defensive core just cannot be touched by my Reindeer. I can't switch him into a Fire-type move, so at this point in time, it's game over. I'm just going to chalk this loss up to being high. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just like, please, Double Edge, crit, no. And it doesn't crit. He's able to get the rest off, and at this point, I'm going to die to Double Edge Recoil. So good game, Aldstar. Sawsbuck was able to kill, I think, every Pokemon on his team, or not every Pokemon on his team, all the 4 on his team, but good game, guy. Happy 420. Bye, everyone.